welcome back. Hi Mum.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's good. So today we're going to make an Indian sweet called Barfi, and I just love this. I've actually never made it because I think if I make it, I'll eat too much of it. So with Mum's tuition, we're going to start making. It's a very quick recipe, only a few ingredients. So I'm going to use ghee. So you probably know I don't use ghee for a lot of cooking, but I will be using it today. So to my pot, I'm going to add about a third of a cup. Mum was actually thinking about how long ago it was since you would have made Barfi, and it's been a long time, hasn't it, Mum?
Oh, very long time.
So we'll see how we go with the recipe. But I remember growing up, Mum used to cook it, make it all the time, along with all my favourite other Indian sweets. And this one's a really easy one, so I thought we'll start with the easy and then we can progress to the more advanced ones. So I've just got that on medium heat, and I'm going to let that dissolve. Put that light on. And there is an Indian festival coming up called Diwali, which is where Indian sweets are made in large quantities, and it's coming up to that time of year, so I'm sure we'll be eating a lot of sweets.
You know the story when Ram and Lakshman returned?
Oh, yes.
And then that's when they put Diwali, the candle.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
they were sent 14 years in the forest, Banwas.
yes.
No fault of theirs because of the stepmother.
Oh, yes.
So when they returned, all the people, everybody rejoiced, and that's when they celebrate Diwali
Right.
for their return.
Okay.
Happy occasion.
Ah, so all the sweets and everything.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right. Yeah.
Good. Okay, so the ghee has melted, so that comes to a clear liquid, and then we're going to add about 1 cup of milk, isn't it, Mum? So we'll add that to this. And there's actually different variations you can make of ghee, Barfi, isn't it, Mum?
Oh yeah, I mean everybody has a
You can do different flavours.
different ingredient they add, add or less, reduce or add more.
So I'm just going to, we're making the basic flavour. I prefer that, and I actually use nuts to decorate it. Well, I'm going to, because I haven't made it before, but that's what I'm going to do. So in there we've got our 1 cup of milk and about a third of a cup of ghee, and we're just going to bring that slightly to the boil. And then we're going to add, that is coming to the boil, let's put that up a little bit. So we've got, the main flavour that I love about Barfi is it's the full cream powdered milk. That's like when you have a plain Barfi, isn't it, Mum? That's the flavour that you really taste the most. So once this comes to the boil, we're going to add the powdered milk. I should probably just leave that, and that will come to the boil nicely. Mum actually loves cooking with gas, and I know why, because it happens so quickly, and you don't have to wait. But I will just, I've actually got this now on high, so things should happen a little bit. Yes, I can see it starting to bubble. And then to that, we're going to, once we add the full cream milk, we're going to add sugar, and then my absolute favourite ingredient in Indian desserts is cardamom. So just to recap on the ingredients, it's about a third of a cup ghee, 1 cup milk, full cream milk, and I've got about 3 cups of powdered full cream milk, and I've done half a cup of sugar, but if you have a little bit more of a sweet tooth,
You
then
can add double.
double or 3/4 of a cup.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, because Mum was going to say, you know, you could add about 3/4 of a cup. I said I'll go for half. And then about 1 teaspoon of cardamom, but I've actually got about 2 teaspoons there because I do love it so much. And then I've just chopped up some pistachio and almonds. But you can, Mum, I remember when I was little, you used to decorate it with hundreds and thousands, and that makes it really pretty as well.
Because for you people.
Yes.
So that look pretty, you people like that.
Yes.
When you're young, you like colored things, you know.
That's right.
But 100,000 is good.
Yeah. But I think I prefer to have the nutty flavour.
Oh yeah, it's all right for kids.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so that is slowly coming to the boil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprinkle this in and continuously stir.
Yeah.
So we
don't let it get into lumpy.
Right. Okay, and that's what we need to make sure. So there's no lumps, and if you just sprinkle it in, isn't it, Mum? Ever so gently, it will
that's it.
ensure.
Yeah, just keep doing that, it'll be all right.
I'm just going to turn that down just a touch. So I had it on the highest, now I've just brought it down just a little bit. Because it actually thickens up quite quickly. And if you just add it in gradually, then it won't become lumpy. Did you use a whisk, Mum, when you were, or just a wooden spoon?
But then when I finish all the flour,
Yeah.
I used to use the whisk, but you can use a spoon.
The milk, you mean, milk powder. Not flour. I'm just thinking. I might just use my whisk.
It makes it easier to come into, you know?
Yeah, so I'm just actually going to use my whisk because we don't want it to
Lumpy.
go lumpy. So as you can see, that's coming into it.
Coming nicely.
Yeah. Then scrape down the side. And I think it probably is a good idea to use the whisk to start with. And I've just turned that temperature down. So I actually had it on high. So I'm going to, we'll put it back to the heat. And you just want to keep mixing it. So you see that, Mum?
Yeah, looks good.
This is where you get a really good arm workout. That's great. So it's coming to that ball. So it's going to come from the sides into basically a ball. It's looking good. I'll just move that so I don't knock it. And I'll just move that. Now I'm going to add the sugar in. So it almost seems a lot.
It is sweet. It has to be sweet.
Yeah. So all of this, you do keep it over the heat just so that sugar can dissolve. I'm going to put all that in there, you said, because I've already cut Mum's recipe down, and I'm going to actually get my spatula just to keep everything combined nicely. That's looking really nice, Mum. Beautiful. Smells amazing. And you can see that's that consistency.
Yeah.
I'll just pop that over here. the sign, isn't it, Mum? When it was starting to come away from the sides into a ball, that's when you add the sugar.
Yeah.
And then it just changes consistency again. It's really just beautiful and creamy. So I was just nervous about getting lumps, so I didn't want to.
That seems to be okay.
It's looking beautiful. The consistency looks
Not long
great.
there.
And once you add the sugar, you just want to make sure that you're getting the sugar dissolved. And then we're going to add my favourite ingredient, the cardamom, powdered cardamom. I actually used my mortar and pestle to combine this, to crush, the cardamom, because I really love that texture. I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm just going to scrape down the spoon one more time and the pot, and then I'm going to transfer it to my dish. Scrape that down one more time. Just give it a stir. And then I've got I love these, the silicone cooking containers. Look at that.
That's very good.
Isn't it? So I'll just get my wooden board and I will just one more time scrape down my chopping board. Oh, sorry, my wooden spoon. I'll put that in there. And I'm now going to Does that look right, Mum?
Yeah, it does. It will get harder. Firmer like when it gets cold.
Yes. I will put a picture of the finished product up for you. Oh, it smells amazing. Well, I know what I'm going to be eating for the next however many days this lasts. I'll just use this. Well, it's going to be good for you, I'm sure, because it's made of full cream milk. And then to that, I'm just mixing the almonds and the pistachio nuts. Yeah. So almonds, pistachios. You can really use any nut of your choice, isn't it, Mum?
Just it's up to, your choice, whatever you want to do,
All right. So that was actually quite easy, surprisingly. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to pop that in the fridge, and when it sets, I will cut it into cubes, and it's similar to, the equivalent would be like a fudge, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is a fudge type of thing.
Yeah, so, and then I will pop a photo of the finished product so you can see the texture on the show, and I hope you try it and enjoy it. And
Barfi it is called.
Yes, Barfi, and we'll have a few more Indian sweets coming up again. So until next time, bye for now.
Bye.